Well, here we are. It's been a while. This is the first time to actually be live in the new home office. Here we are. So I am going to be doing something that I do every day, but I'm going to do it live with anybody that wants to see. And that is to transcribe a page from J.G. Zimmermann's Solitude. So let's begin. So I think I've got this set up in the right way. Now I can share the page. It's added the wrong add to the stream. There we go. Here's the page that I'm going to be working on. So this live will last until I can get this page transcribed. So over here, let's see if I can do this properly. Can I also share the screen? I think I can. There we go. Okay, so here's the screen. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Hey, this is working. This is cool. This is fun. Okay, so the book is here. This is J.G. Zimmermann's Solitude from 17. Well, what was the year that this was written? Was it 1799? Or this edition, at least, was published in 1799. It's no longer in. Let me make that a little bigger. So this book was first published in 1799. It is no longer in print. This is a scanned version. So the publishers here literally scanned every page in, and it's full of typos and old language structure. So it's a project that I'm doing every day. I'm attempting to transcribe one page into a Word document. So this is the document. I'm going to set it right over here, and right over here, so it sits there so I can read it. And over here on the screen, this is the actual Microsoft Word document that I'm using to capture the transcription. Now over here, this is the actual page that I'm going to transcribe. So you can read along with me while I attempt to do the transcription. Oh, I see there's a couple of comments. Aaron says, good morning, my friend. Good morning, Aaron. And Not That Much says, hey, Kurt. Hey, Not That Much, Des. So let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing I'll show you what I do. So the first thing I do is that here in the page, the Microsoft Word document, I'm going to go to put my cursor down here at the bottom. And let's make this even bigger. Put my cursor right down here at the bottom, and I'm going to insert a blank page. Insert page break. There we go. Not a blank page, but a page break. And Fran says, good morning. Good morning to you. And now that the page break is in there, here's where it gets fun. I'm going to trade over. Here is the actual document that this is the page that I'm going to attempt to transcribe. Now, if you take a look at that, you'll notice that it's got strange spelling. See, at the top it says, who are capable of entertaining. And then the next word is clearly disappointment. But look at that, the way it's spelled. It's diff-appointment. That is because it's using a type of a special S there. And someone taught me the rule, but I can't remember it. And I have to be able to read it with, I'm going to change it into modern English. So it says, disappointment increases the eagerness of desire. And look at how they spell eagerness with that's two S's at the end. There's an FS. And then the desire is the defier. So I'm going to try to, maybe you all can help me. Here, I'm going to try to write this out. See it, I'll switch back and forth. You can see I have my cursor there. So the first sentence is, the first part is, who are capable of entertaining. That's what so I'm going to write here, who, whoops. Just write who, and not a capital because this is the continuation of a sentence from before, are capable of entertaining, period. Too bad I can't have these up separate at the same time. Who are capable of entertaining. That was no problem. Now, you follow along how I'm doing this. So the next part is, that's not disappointment, it's disappointment increases the eagerness of desire. Okay, look at what I've done here. So disappointment increases the eagerness of desire. So all I've done is I've transcribed it and I've taken out those special S's and made them into the proper modern, proper for now at least, modern S. And that's a colon, that's a semicolon there, isn't it? Semicolon. And the uneasy multitude. Here's where I need your help, everybody. What does that say? Uneasy, easy multitude, rush. Oh, yeah, rush. Rush to places of public resort. Is that public resort? I think so. Of public resort. Endeavoring, comma, by noise and bustle. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Endeavoring by noise and bustle. Remember, the topic of this book is solitude. And J.G. Zimmerman's talking about how if you read my own book, Going Alone, I talk about the principle of distraction. We distract ourselves from solitude. We distract ourselves from the emptiness of the universe through all this stuff. And here he's saying the same thing. What would that have been? 18, 19, 20, 220 years ago. By noise and bustle, comma, festive, what is that? Gentrification? Gratification. Gratification, elegant decoration, rich dresses, splendid illuminations, comma. Well, look at that. Is that sportive dances? I've never heard of a sportive dance. Sportive dances, more commas, and sprightly music, comma, to awaken the dormant faculties, comma, and agitate the stagnant sensibilities of the soul. What a sentence, huh? Well, look at that. There's a couple of comments. Not that much says the F is just a long spoken S. Yeah, there's a word for it. There's a way to describe that. I can't remember. Someone over on the Discord server pointed it out to me, and I can't remember. Maybe it was you. German language still has a character for it. Oh, no kidding. Really? That's interesting. Okay, so you guys clearly know your grammar. Okay, so how's it looking on my work here? Let's see. So this is what I've got so far. Got a couple of typos here. Let's see. Elegant. What is it? What was it? Elegant decoration. Decoration. There we go. And splendid illumination. Illuminations. Wait here. Right. Left click. Illumination. And splendid and sprightly and splendid illuminations. There we go. Okay, we've got that so far. Let's go back and take a look at the. Remember, this is the actual photocopy of the text from 220, almost 222 years ago. This is actually, we're looking at the actual photocopy of it. Isn't that amazing to think? Okay. Of the soul, the soul. That's the full. Okay, there. No, these. What is that? Scenes may be considered the machineries of pleasure with a capital P, pleasure. I'm going to preserve that capitalization. He did that for a reason. They produce a temporary effect, without requiring much effort or cooperation to obtain it, while those higher delights of which retirement is capable, cannot be truly enjoyed without a certain degree of intellectual exertion. Period. Okay, let's take a look at how we did there. Switch over. So that last next sentence is these scenes may be considered the machineries of pleasure. They produce a temporary effect without requiring much effort or cooperation to obtain it, while those higher delights of which retirement is capable, is that what's going on here? It doesn't like that space. But capable cannot be truly enjoyed without a certain degree of intellectual exertion. So he's saying there that, well, let's go back up to that other sentence because it carries on from that one. Disappointment, let's highlight it. Okay, here's this sentence. Okay, here we go. Disappointment, get away from that. I don't want that. Oh, here, you know what if I do this? There we go. Disappointment increases the eagerness of desire, and the uneasy multitude rush to places of public resort, endeavoring by noise and bustle, festive gratification, elegant decoration, rich dresses, splendid illuminations, sportive dances, and sprightly music, to awaken the dormant faculties and agitate the stagnant sensibilities of the soul. So he's talking about people being disappointed in whatever, probably carrying on from the previous page. And gives us some eagerness to kind of escape away and wash ourselves with noise and bustle and all these different things. So yes, I think we're all familiar with that, right? Next sentence is these scenes may be considered the machineries of pleasure. Ah, that's why he gives it the capital P, as though it's some sort of an agency with an agent with an entity with some agency. These scenes may be considered the machineries of pleasure. They produce a temporary effect without requiring much effort or cooperation to obtain it, while those higher delights, which retirement is capable, cannot be truly enjoyed without a certain degree of intellectual exertion. Ain't that ain't that the truth? See, hold up, come back. I'm going to get a little more deft with this. Ain't that the truth? You know, the stuff that we do that's just the superficial, you know, fluff on life, you know, is a nice distraction and gives us some satisfaction, but nowhere it doesn't provide nowhere near the depth that the pursuits of that solitude can give, but they require more effort. Zero Cool says, "Hello, Kurt. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and weekend." Yes, I did. I had both. Weekend is going nicely. We had a nice Thanksgiving with Emily and her boyfriend down in Irvine. Yeah, altogether, the Thanksgiving was a good day. And happy, if you're an American, happy Thanksgiving to you. Or I think others have some. I think in Japan, like it's a Thanksgiving day for a different reason, right? Something else. Okay, now let's go back to continue the document. Exertion. Okay. The next is there are, indeed, many minds so totally corrupted by the unceasing pursuits of these vain and empty pleasures, comma, that they, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go into the Discord. Hold on. I'll get this all figured out. So in the Discord, typically when I'm live, I'll go into the on-air room. Hey, there I am. And so I'm live. So anybody that wants to join me in this activity can come join me there. I should probably say something in the bench. I'm in the bench room. I'm live now in the on-air room. If anyone wants to join, wink. Good. Go back to the book and wink. There are indeed many minds so totally corrupted by the unceasing pursuits of these vain and empty pleasures that they vain pleasures that they are utterly incapable of real resisting, utterly incapable of real relishing intellectual delight, semicolon, which, comma, as it affords an enjoyment totally unconnected with, comma, and independent of, comma, common society, comma, requires a disposition and capacity which common company can never bestow. Okay, there we go. We have a sentence. Let's see a couple of typos there. Okay, a couple of typos here. Vain. Did I misspell vain? To get it like weather vane. These. Okay, anxiety is commonly, therefore, attendant. FVAIN. That's correct. So I bet it wants a comma there. No, it wants to change it to vein, like a vein in your arm, and then R. Totally unconnected. Unconnected. Here we go. Let's read that. There are indeed many minds so totally corrupted by the unceasing pursuit of these vain and empty pleasures that they are utterly incapable of relishing intellectual delight, which, as it affords, wait, that shouldn't be and enjoyment. That's an unenjoyment, right? Yet, as it affords, utterly incapable, which, as it affords, yes. An enjoyment totally unconnected with and independent of common society requires a disposition and capacity which common company can never bestow. Got it. We've got that one down. Let's take away the mark. All right, next sentence. Okay, after that is bestow. Retirement. And of course, he's referring to retirement in terms of like retirement from society, not retirement like, 401k. Therefore, and its pendant enjoyments, are of a nature too refined for the gross and vulgar capacities of the multitude. We're just throwing everybody under the bus there, who are more disposed to gratify their intellectual indolence by receiving a species. Is that a species of entertainment? Yes, it is. Receiving a species of entertainment which does not require from them the exertion of thought than to enjoy. That's the last. So that next letters down there at the bottom, that's just a vehicle that he uses. I think was used by these publishers to carry over what the next word is on the next page for some reason. Let's check our work. Okay, here we go. Retirement, therefore, and its attendant enjoyments are of a nature too refined for the gross and vulgar capacities of the multitude, who are more disposed to gratify their intellectual indolence by receiving a species of entertainment which does not require from them the exertion of thought than to enjoy ... Very interesting. Don't you think that what do you think that Zimmermann would think of our current Netflix culture, right? Speaking of that, species of entertainment which does not require from them the exertion of thought. I'm reminded of the two terms with regard to reading, readerly and writerly writing, where readerly is reading that you can just consume, kind of like a dime store novel. Writerly actually requires a more active participation of the reader to consume. All right, I think we've got this. Control. Let's get rid of that. Blink. Oh, that is done. Let's see. That's it, right? Yep, that's it. Okay, well, thank you for joining me for this first live attempting to transcribe on yet another page of J.G. Zimmermann's Solitude. We got today this whole page done, and tomorrow we'll do that page. I hope you all have a great day. Make it a great upcoming week, and we'll see you at the next live. Take care. Oh, let's see if I wonder if the sound effects work. Let's see. Let's try. All right, that was just a test to see if it works. Okay, take care.